everybody, this is Dear Mama Sal, helping you cope with love, life, and other problems. Hi everybody, this is Dear Mama Sal, and for those of you who don't know, I'm in the process of moving from one house to another. My old house is, all the furniture, everything is going to arrive February the 8th, but in the meantime, I've rented the house that I'm downsizing to so that I can be moving my kitchen stuff and stuff like that. Anyway, so this is all about how I'm doing that. And this morning I've done a couple of things already, which I will show you in a second. And I definitely was getting hungry this morning, which I found interesting. But as some of you know, I am working on fasting. And so let me see if I can show you. Yeah, right there is my mason jar, because when I got hungry this morning I went, no, I need to distract myself away from that. So what I can do though is get some oats out and some cranberries and a little bit of milk and put them all together so that they can soak. By the time I get back from doing my run to my other house, they will be overnight oats. And I can choose to eat them either cold or warmed up. So that's excellent. Well, my early morning exercise while I was letting some air into the house was to put the cushions back now that the snow is gone. Almost all the cushions. I kept a couple out because I use them to elevate my feet at night. So it's all looking a lot better again. Yay! And now I can close the door again. Now, as you can see, those tracks are pretty darn dirty. And what I found out works really well is just to put some wet paper towel on them and leave them for a while so that the moisture can sort of permeate the grunge. And then they come up pretty well without a whole lot of work. I've had this lot soaking for a while, so let's see how clean we can get it just by not much effort. We're not looking for perfection here. Wow, that looks a whole lot better, doesn't it? Because what I will do is when I come back with my what have I got? Steamer. Then I will steam all these ready for the spring. Now I thought I'd show you, I have intentionally put my tea towels up high. Now you might wonder why. That means that I need to stretch to get to them. Makes sense? So this is sort of like built-in exercise, because you know I'm going to use those very regularly, and I've got to stretch my legs, my back, everything. And then on this side I put my face cloths that I reuse to mop up and things instead of paper towels. Again, up high so that I stretch. Well, this is the air vent in the kitchen, and the reason it looks so yucky is it's obviously somewhere where all the little bits are going to drop into. So I'm just going to vacuum that and wash it a little bit, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do to protect it. When I was pulling up the blinds this morning, I noticed that this in the front yard is not wood shavings as I thought it was. It is actually stone, which is awesome. It'll make it so much easier to maintain. So I'm really happy about that. But it doesn't mean that the weeds can't get there. Can you see that? Yeah, they are. And you can see that there's sheeting underneath it. You can see it there. It's there, but the weeds are still coming through it. So just going to, in the spring, I'll lift some of that rock and just weed there. before it becomes invasive. There's a bit more over there, I see. Yeah. Spray can with some vinegar, perhaps? I'm sure you guys have got the answer. I wanted to show you what I love about moving with these cubies things, is that when I finished with them, I can pack them all into one, which I've done there. Take up very little room, and look how much room boxes take up. So for me to get this lot back upstairs in my house is not going to be a problem at all, whereas those will be difficult. Sal versus the mailbox, day 3. One more step. I tell you, you have to, when you're moving, you need patience. I just want to say that. You need great patience because everything is going to be more difficult than it used to be. That's all I can say. It's just going to be more difficult than it used to be. Until you get everything sorted. And once you've got everything sorted, then hopefully it'll be a lot better. So I'm off to my other house, and I'll be back with you later. Bye for now. And so this is how I do it. Okay, I've got a few bins with food in it, stuff from the freezer. I've got a couple of bins from my bathroom, odds and ends from the kitchen. Today I'm taking Hal. More stuff from the kitchen, and that's just stuff out of my closet, and that should be a carload. And just to give you an idea, I'm currently at 99 steps, and it is 1:30. And before I start all of this, up and down stairs, resting heart rate 78, which is pretty good considering what I've been up to. So, heart rate went up over 100, it's now down to 96, but I've got 4,200 steps on the go. This is phase 1 of my exercise program, because now the Jeep is full, and I am on my way back. And this will give my heart rate time to settle down before I start stage 2 of my workout, which is getting it all out of the car and getting it into the house. And then I will probably eat something before I start stage 3, which is put it all away. And that is the interesting part, in my view, is trying to put it all away. Now, some of you will have noticed, some of you who are regular viewers, that I actually put the Halogon Oven in today. And the reason is because I have got a turkey roast in there that I really would like to cook and have slices of it. But I also know that I have got deli meats that I need to use up. And that's what I'm doing is, every day I take a little bit out of the fridge, a little bit out of the freezer, and try and eat it if I can, or throw it away. It's very challenging. We're so used to not throwing things away, but I have got to the stage where I really do need to throw things away now. It's been in there too long, and it's, Thursday is garbage day, so with organic stuff as well, so it's going to go into the big box called the green machine. I can do this, but as I said yesterday, it is difficult, and there's no doubt about it. And every day I start again. I don't know if you've noticed that. Every day I get up and I'm going, okay, fine, I can do this. And then one more step. And today I did something I was really proud of, which is I had 2 telephone calls that I knew were going to put me on ignore. You know those ones where, you know, you've got to wait forever. And I don't do that well. You know, I don't know whether it's a sense of entitlement or what it is, but it's like, hello, I'm phoning you. Could you answer the phone, please? And not put me on ignore. And then, of course, I end up with somebody who, like me, has an accent and is English as a second language, the same as I am, but I can't understand them. And I assure you, as you get older, it gets more and more difficult. There is a 2-level sand truck in front of me that decided he wanted to cut in front of me, and I got a feeling I would lose that battle. So I let him in. He didn't look like he was going to be interested in my going first at all. Got better things to do today, sand truck. Anyway, so I got both those calls done. One was to move my telephone. Now, I really struggled with this one because everybody said to me, you don't need a home phone. And I have found in the week that I've been in the new place, you know, 1,200 square feet is quite a lot of distance. And the way that I look at it is, if I fell, how far do I have to drag myself to get to a phone? And if I've got the cell phone in the kitchen and I fall in the bathroom, that's a long way. If I've broken a hip or done something. And so I've decided, even though I'm trying to save money, I've decided that is an expense I'm going to go with for now. Now, what I don't know, and I will find out because I'll move my old phones in there, is I actually have my old cell phones, at least one of them anyway, in the other house. And I just don't know that if you phone it, whether the old one phones as well. I have to do that experiment. Because if the old phone can make calls, you guys would know. Yeah, you guys are smart, you're young. So if I've got an old cell phone, can I use it? I know I can get the internet on it because that's what I use it for. I keep one in the kitchen for looking up recipes and things. Not that I ever follow them, but you know, I look them up and go, oh yeah, that's pretty, I'll try that. Close it down. All right, you guys will let me know, I'm sure. So, lots of progress today. I'm very happy, and I'll catch you at the other end. By the way, while I think about it, you remember the story about the pool noodle that I cut a chunk off and then cut it so that I could wrap it around a pipe? It is working so well. I want to tell you, if you've got a house or a trailer or something where you've got drafts coming in, a pool noodle is definitely something to think about. I'm actually quite amazed how well it works. And you know, if it's a bigger one, you can put 2, or you can cut it up and stuff it in there, as they say. All right, so just so you can see, I really recommend the garbage bag for moving clothes, because once you get it in, you can just drag it, which is really good. I've got 2 cubies in the bathroom and this mat that I'm going to put down over the cold tile. It's going to be a bit of a challenge because there's more to come. But I think I'm just going to move some of that toilet paper out of that little cupboard there. Oh, of course, I've got that big cupboard at the back that's nearly empty. Yay! Awesome. All right, so didn't bring anything for this room. and I still have to work on the television. But what I did is bring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things to work on in the kitchen. I can do this. But first, hydration. So that's it for today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. This is DearMamaSal saying remember to look after one another, but most of all look after yourself, and whatever huge task you have to do, as I'm doing at the moment, remember to do it one step at a time and to pace yourself so that you don't overwhelm more than necessary. Bye-bye for now.